The Night Guardian's Diary with the little lantern shining brightly in Grandpa's yard. There hangs a small red lantern, which everyone calls Liang Liang. Its lampshade is made of thin red paper with a chubby little rabbit drawn on it. Inside, there is a tiny candle. Once lit, the entire lantern will emit a warm red light, like a glowing little apple. Every evening, Grandpa would light up Liang Liang and hang it under the eaves of the yard to illuminate the small gravel path in the yard. That evening, as soon as Grandpa lit up Liang Liang, he heard a rustling sound. It was the little hedgehog Cookie. It had gone to the field to look for fruits during the day. When it came back, it was already dark. The path in the yard was too dark. Afraid of hitting a stone, it huddled at the door and didn't dare to move. Liang Liang quickly shook his body and made Hong Wang move towards the door. Cookie, don't be afraid. Follow my light. The road is very smooth. Cookie slowly climbed along the red light. Sure enough, she didn't touch any stones and successfully reached the side of her own little nest. It shook its little paws at Liang Liang and said, "Thank you, Liang Liang. Your light is like a little sun, not dark at all." In the evening, a gentle breeze blew and the bright red light swayed lightly in the yard. The little brother of the neighbor, Dodo, came to play in the yard. Suddenly, he remembered that the small rubber ball his mother asked him to get home had been left under the swing in the yard. However, the tree shadows beside the swing were too dark, and he couldn't find it no matter how hard he tried. Liang Liang quickly moved the light towards the swing and shouted at Dodo. Dodo looked down at the swing. The ball is beside the leaves. Dodo followed the red light and indeed found the ball. He ran under Liang Liang with the ball in his arms, looking up and smiling. Liang Liang, you are so amazing. Your light is brighter than a flashlight. In the middle of the night, it suddenly began to drizzle in the yard. The little sparrow Chirp, which had just flew out of its nest, got its wings wet from the rain and landed on the clothesline beside Liang Liang, shivering with cold. Liang Liang quickly moved the light closer to the clothesline and used the warm red light to warm up Choo Choo. Choo Choo, come closer to my light. It will be warmer. Shoo Shoo moved a little into the red light, her wings gradually stopping flapping. She then called out softly to Liang. Liang twice, as if saying, "Thank you, Liang, Liang, it's so warm with you around." In the latter half of the night, the candles were almost burned out, and the bright light gradually weakened, but it still tried its best to spread the last bit of light in the yard. It saw the little ant Squago carrying breadcrumbs by the dim light, and saw the snail slowly crawling back into its shell along the light. Its heart was sweet. It knows that even if its own light goes out, as long as it can help its friends, it will be very happy. The next morning, Grandpa found that the bright candle had burned out. So he replaced it with a new one and lit it again. The bright red light became warm again, illuminating the small cobblestone path in the yard, and also lighting up Cookie and Juju, who got up early to look for food. Dudu also came running over, holding a painting in his hand and pasting it on Liang Liang's lampshade. The painting depicted Liang Liang playing with his friends. Beside the red lantern, the little hedgehog, the little sparrow, and the little ant were all smiling, just like a family. It turns out that even a tiny lantern can, with its own faint light, become a small lighthouse at night, bringing light and warmth to every friend. When evening came again, the bright red light hung under the eaves of the courtyard once more. When the wind blew, the little rabbit on the lampshade seemed to be dancing, and the red light was filled with the laughter of friends. Such a night was warmer than the light of candles and more beautiful than the red lanterns.